Welcome back to Midwest Midcard. This is episode 67. My name is Carlos.
My name is Brennan, and I hate women.
I'm really sad that it's finally ending. The King of the Ring tournament was a good time, man.
Yeah.
A fun 3 weeks of just wrestling on Raw.
Yeah.
And just looking forward to seeing like how the brackets kind of, work. Before I get too far into this, make sure that if you are on YouTube, that you super kick that subscribe button. Make sure that you leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends, share with everyone you know, and tell them that we are doing this.
Right.
Brennan's still not here.
No.
I can't believe it. I mean, I can't believe it, but I think it's only fair, Brennan, that today, this week, this month, you are not able to compete for the predictions championship. But maybe you'll get a chance. Maybe I'll give you a title shot once I win it. I'll think about it.
It's you're working on a whole new schedule. It's not a Roman one. It's like Vince's quads type schedule.
You sound like that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson schedule. Show up for a little bit and then never come back. Leave for 10 years. God. So, again, King of the Ring, some upsets. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. Especially Jade and Nia Jax. Just kind of ended in
Io.
Yeah, Io losing to Lyra. That's the heavy one. I want to kind of break that down a little bit more. But so with Jade and Nia, with that whole thing, I wasn't a huge fan of the ending. Yeah. But also, I wasn't sure what the alternative was. Like, what do you do? You kind of book yourself into a corner when you put both women's tag team champions in the same tournament. Yeah. So that was kind of in poor form, I would say.
I just really wonder if there was I don't know, just something else you could have done, because I mean, it was very blatant, very obvious. There was definitely a scapegoat type moment there. You had to figure out something to get out of the hole you put yourself in.
Well, if you're gonna build something with Jade, I think it's only right that, if you're gonna have her lose, first of all, just have her lose. You do a dusty finish, whatever you want to do. You have some interference so that you can continue building. This team interfered or this person interfered and cost Jade the match or whatever. No. Or, like I said, you do a dusty finish, you do the visual pin with Jade, but then somebody attacks her pretty brutally, and then Nia Jax is kind of anything that they do with that, it would have caused outrage. No. If you do the finals as the semis as Bianca and Jade, then it's why are you doing this match now? Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm actually not against doing that match either.
I'm against doing it now.
Well, see, and
this early,
and you're right, but I'm also thinking if it's going to work as a big match, then you can try it out, see how it goes, because it might suck. Bianca's good, but she's not a ring general. I'm just saying.
I think, but the way that match is, after people will watch Jade and see what she can do for a minute, and then you build up them to, physically, verbally, everything, and you really pin them up side by side. That's what sells that match. So, they could go out there and have a semi-decent, halfway shitty match, not on the level of the Usos, but halfway decent. Yeah, I'm turning it up. And then, we could see, but I didn't think it was going to be an option to see that match in the tournament, but I just would have come up with something better other than the chair spot there.
And then she did hit her. She caught her with the chair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she was, I think she broke her somewhere on her face.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That's what Nia loves to do, break faces.
So Nia got the DQ win thanks to Jade. There's probably something there. The finals are looking like Lyra versus Nia Jax, probably. You think she beats Bianca and Lyra?
My only thing for Lyra is you're going to have her beat Io, who was a champion recently. And then if she goes into the finals and she loses to Nia...
Yeah.
Because I can't see Bianca. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe I'm lost. I don't know.
I think, all right, so let's kind of switch gears to the Io and Lyra match.
Yeah.
It went like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it was incredible. I before the show, I was talking to you about Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
This is the year that he convinced me that he is like one of the best of all time. Not this match, but Io's recent run, like the WrestleMania match, the match last week, and this match have convinced me that Io might be one of the best in the world right now.
Yeah.
I'm talking like top 5, She might be number 5, but that's fine. But I just think and Lyra, I've seen some of her stuff. I haven't seen a lot of it. I think I said last week that her NXT stuff is kind of like a blur to me. Because she wasn't there, and then she was just
I was going to say
champion to me.
your roundabout evaluation of her was like,
Yeah, and especially because she came up. Not that she is up now, but the time that was very crucial for her, like the NXT 2.0 era, had a lot of like really gimmicky gimmicks.
Yeah,
it had like your Tiffany Stratton's, there kind of inserted there, and like Wendy Chu and people like that, and that's the stuff that I was like really like paying attention to because I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool, and I was like, what, they're out there, they're doing the wrestling thing. When's the last time we got some gimmicks? Okay,
mid-90s.
So they're doing new generation era WWE
We're
booking.
missing a fucking hockey player, a plumber, and a...
Well, it's very fitting that Shawn Michaels would be fitting the new generation era show. We kind of pivoted to be more like a really sexually charged TV show.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Lyra came up, and there was just other people that I thought were just better than her, and that's why she just kind of took me by surprise.
No.
Io is so fucking good. She was so good in this match. And again, I think she kind of carried Lyra to probably the best match of her career. Probably better than the Becky match, honestly. And I enjoyed her match with Becky, so.
No. Yeah, if you're going to have, a dance partner, you mean having Io and having Becky would be,
it's pretty ideal.
Yeah, it's two of your best choices. Yeah. So, for her to have a good match with Io, it means a lot, but it's not like a stretch because it's really hard to have a bad match with anybody who's of Japanese descent on the WWE roster.
I'll say that they don't have any mid Japanese wrestlers.
No, fuck no.
Even Mr. Why can't I think of his name? In the Alpha Academy.
Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, Akira Tozawa. He's pretty great, man.
Yeah. Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing. And she's not of Japanese descent, but Xia Li was even good.
Xia Li she was okay. I didn't get to see much of her either.
It was...
They called her up too quick, I think.
It needed to simmer just for a minute.
Yeah.
Because she had a really good gimmick with Wendy Chu.
Right, yes. They did the whole... it was her and Boa, right? And they were doing this scary, whatever it is.
Yeah, it was fucking good.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
And then it just dumped away, and then she started wearing onesies. And
I hope Wendy Chu, gets something else to do,
Yeah.
what do they call it? I don't know if they call it Lights Out or like what it was, but it was like a street fight with, I think with Tiffany Stratton. And all the lights were down.
Oh, yeah.
And they were using like a bed gimmick, and then they use Legos and stuff like that, and I just thought it was fucking cool. It was just fun.
Anytime you break out Legos in a wrestling match, it's fucking awesome.
It's just so funny because, I mean, the tax hurt.
Yeah.
The Legos, man.
Yeah.
The Legos just kind of dig into your skin.
Absolutely insane.
That's so funny. I'm not sold on Lyra at all. I think Nia has to win the crown at this point. We'll get to the predictions, but
we don't want that.
The King gimmick is for a heel, very, very much. Let's again switch gears again. Let's push on the clutch. Bron Breakker was very upset that he didn't get into the King of the Ring tournament.
He was very angry.
I'm surprised that I remember his name, but Kale Dixon, that looks like straight out of like the FCW days. He has an FCW name. He looks like a Triple H clone. He looks like what Triple H used to book back in NXT Black and Gold.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm gonna book guys that look like me, different faces of Triple H.
Yeah.
You're talking about your Seth Rollins, your Adam Coles, your Bobby Roodes, Drew McIntyre. These guys are all Triple H. And Kale Dixon was very much, that as well. I thought he looked a little bit like Adam Cole too, so,
Yeah,
for what it's worth. Yeah. He's apparently a ex-bachelor or something like that. Or he was
I have no idea about his past, no. I have no idea about him.
They said it on commentary.
Honestly, I didn't really know who he was until I seen later where WWE had posted the video of him getting loaded in the ambulance, and they had like tagged his full thing, and it was like Kale Dixon WWE. I was like, oh, so this just wasn't some local guy got $200. This was
he's like in NXT. He's a performance center guy. I'm sorry. But I swear they mentioned something about him being formerly in the Bachelorette or something like that. Yeah, Bachelorette 20.
Wow.
Jesus Christ follower, I'm sorry. So yeah, he used to be in Bachelorette.
Why does he look like... I swear he looks like somebody who was in that company like 15 years ago.
I'm telling you, it's an FC, like straight out of FCW.
Yeah.
Like if I pulled up the FCW roster right now, I'm sure that if you put Kale Dixon on there, it would just look like he would look like he fit right in there. Was Leo Kruger. Dude, what his fucking names? Liaki. What the hell? Man, Richie Steamboat. I'm sad. That never.
Yeah. CJ Parker.
Yeah, dude, you could put Kale Dixon right there.
Alexander Rusev.
I don't remember Wes Briscoe.
I don't either. It's weird seeing Byron Saxton on that list.
I know. Corey Graves. Tyler Breeze right there. A.K.A. Mike Dalton. That's Tongaloa, man.
Oh, no.
I think it is Tongaloa.
Tony Marlowe.
I'm pretty sure that is. I could be wrong. Or is that?
Nah, right there.
That is Tongaloa. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Donnie Marlowe. Holy shit. Damn, it's been around that long?
Damn, man.
Holy shit.
He probably needed convinced as fuck to come back. He's like, listen, I've had some really bad gimmicks. I'm not going back.
Camacho, man. Wes Briscoe, Leo Kruger, there it is. See, Kale Dixon could be one of these two guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy. Tito Colon, Seth Rollins. Does that look like a WrestleMania main eventer to you?
God,
Does that look like a...
Look at poor Damien Sandow there.
Okay, now I'm trying to figure out. This Peter Orlov guy sounds so familiar. I'm just going on to who the fuck is this?
Is that him in FCW down there?
Which one? Yeah.
Abraham Washington.
That's well, that's not Peter Orlov.
Lucky Cannon.
Who the fuck is this? Lucky Cannon's an awful name.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude. He just looks so familiar. I thought it was Teddy Hart, honestly.
Oh, I don't think he's
allowed anywhere near the WWE.
I don't think he's ever gotten a real.
I think he was in WWE like back in OVW for like
I was going to say if he was, it's like Kenny Omega's stuff. Like you were sent like to Deep South, and then they either did something with you or they let you go.
If Teddy Hart wasn't such a fucking just freak, he would have been something.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially with the name and stuff. Yeah. Like you're telling me, like they wouldn't want to keep that lineage alive. That's why Kid and
David Hart Smith.
Yeah, that's why they got so much of a push back in the early 2010s.
Bret Hart speaks very highly of Teddy Hart, even if he's like a fucking weirdo, dangerous man. Have you seen the documentary on Teddy?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, where it was like damn it, dude! Now I got it also. This Teddy Hart documentary, I think it was Netflix.
That's maybe the best thing about this show. This is what you guys are missing. Like nothing is just like cut and paste, cookie cutter. Yeah. Like this is the bullshit. Everything grows. It's destined to change. Pay attention and watch the shit.
Listen, that's what it was. It was Dangerous Breed. It was on Peacock, and it's got like a WWE production credit because it has a little bit of WWE footage in it.
A filmmaker follows controversial wrestler and cat breeder Teddy Hart.
Dude, you have to watch this.
Okay.
It's insane.
Okay.
Like, I've known about Teddy because I've seen, like, so many shoot interviews with him, just, like, talking shit on me, like, I'll fucking kick his ass. I'll kick everyone's ass. But this right here is, like, beyond insanity. It's wild. It's really good.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it. So that's on the list right there. It's on Peacock. So
yeah.
I completely forgot about that. That was
shit. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look into that because like the last dude that I didn't know a ton about, and then everybody's like, yeah, he's a little bit off his shit. Like, have you seen his stuff? And I didn't. Was Low Key.
Oh my god, yeah, he's also off his fucking rocker.
Because I liked him, like what little bit I seen like in old Ring of Honor and stuff, and TNA, and then he came into WWE as Caval, and then I was like, oh, he's cool, and then he just like fucking disappeared, and then come to find out he's just
he's hard to work with.
Yeah,
he like beats people up.
Yeah,
he is. But the Hitman gimmick was pretty fucking cool. Yeah, he's just a psycho. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen where he did the Austin Aries type thing where he like no-sold the finish the other day or something like that to somebody.
Yeah, so he's still a regular in like HOG, I think.
Yeah.
Loki is such an interesting character. There's a story of he thought somebody was going to shoot on him. So he just went ahead and shot on him, but like it wasn't even that at all. He like kicked him in the face, and and just because he thought that something was gonna happen, it's wild.
Damn.
But speaking of hard to work with, Bron Breakker Pierce was not happy with him.
Nah. But I did like his little line he slipped in. He's like, "I'm not really good at math, but like, what the hell did you just do?"
He was pretty pissed. He attacked Kale Dixon. He had no chance. So rest in peace to Kale Dixon. He got stretchered out, and before he got stretchered out, Bron Breakker put him on the steps and hit him with the concerto. Pretty nasty. It looked good too. It didn't look like they got a good angle of it. So, yeah. Way better setup than whenever he killed what's his name? Von Wagner.
Yeah.
Was that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is his name, right?
Come Tuesday.
Yeah, Come Tuesday. Man, rest in peace, Come Tuesday.
Yeah.
He also got
But you can come to Midwest Midcard where we come on Wednesdays. Thursdays.
Yeah, you can come any Thursday you want, man. Yeah, way better than when he killed him because we got some bad footage from that. So he was in the back. He was like, "You didn't put me in the King of the Ring."
Yeah.
As Kale Dixon's being stretchered out. So there's something there. I don't know who's gonna stand up Well, he attacked Iliad, right? Or was it Ricochet?
Nah, I think it was Ilya.
Yeah, it was Ilya that he attacked.
Yeah.
So they're, I mean, that'll be pretty hard hitting. They've had a match before in NXT, I'm pretty sure. Didn't Ilya beat him for the title? Or was it Melo that beat... I think Melo beat Bron.
Yeah.
And then Ilya beat Melo.
Yeah.
And then
Trick beat Ilya.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was...
It's so much easier doing the WWE World Title. Cody beat Roman.
Beat Brock.
Beat Brock.
That's not...
And Bray.
Well, that's the Universal title.
Yeah, well...
So that was Braun and Bray.
Yeah, Braun and Bray. But...
See, maybe it's not that easy.
Well, Bray had the title.
The WWE title was Brock, and then before Brock was Bobby, or was it... No, it was Big E.
Yeah, because Brock hates black people.
No, okay, so he beat Big E, but then
Big E beat
Lashley. Hold on.
He cashed in on
Lashley.
He cashed in on Lashley.
So then Lashley lost to Brock, but then Brock lost to Lashley back, and then Lashley won it.
Lashley lost to Miz at some point.
No, Miz cashed in on... That was before Big E. That had to be before
Yeah,
Big
it was before because Miz had Money in the Bank.
No, so it goes Brock, Lashley, Brock, Big E, Lashley, Miz, Drew, Brock, Kofi?
No, Kofi beat Daniel Bryan.
No, but I'm saying Brock beat Kofi.
Oh, you're going.
I'm going backwards.
Okay,
yeah,
you're going backwards.
Yeah,
and then Kofi
beat
Bryan,
and then Bryan
beat AJ.
AJ beat
AJ
Jinder, right?
Yeah, and
then
Jinder beat Randy.
Hold on, we just skipped over a whole...
Yeah, we're in like 2017 right now.
Yeah, we skipped Drew and Bobby. No, and Randy.
Yeah, Randy had another run, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he beat Bray.
No.
Or is this Shit!
No.
Bring it up.
Hold on. I'm thinking...
God...
I'm
for a company that's had the same fucking champion for 3 years, I'm really confused right now.
No, okay, so...
This
is the wrong title.
It's the one you've already looked up.
The WWE Championship. I look at this at least once a week.
As you should, because this is a lot.
I gotta remember.
Yeah.
Whenever Drew beat Brock after he lost to Randy, then he won it back from Randy, and that is when he after lost it to Lashley. I'm pretty sure. But we'll check.
All right.
So there's Brock.
Okay, so all the way back where we first were, there's Jinder Mahal, AJ, Daniel, Kofi.
See, we missed this right here.
Yeah.
So Miz beat Drew. Drew lost to Randy, and then Randy lost to Drew, which beat Brock, which beat Kofi, which beat Bryan, AJ, Jinder, Randy, Bray, Cena, AJ, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. And then we're just going into that deep hole.
Yeah, we start going into 2015.
Sheamus somewhere in there. What the fuck?
Yeah, because he's the one who...
He cashed in on Roman, right?
Yeah.
I could not remember this off the top of my head,
Man.
Yeah, this is the blurry part here.
Yeah, because the Brock, Lashley... Back to Brock, Big E somewhere in the middle, then there's Lashley again.
Yeah, but see, I told you Brock beat Bobby, and then Bobby had beat Brock.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have... That right there set up Lesnar having the title going into Mania.
Yeah, this was stupid. They should have just kept it on Bobby. You can still do the Brock and Roman match.
They just seen two big meaty men slapping meat and wanted to go for it.
You could have even just taken the Bobby and Brock thing to WrestleMania, but their first match wasn't very good.
No, they're not dance partners.
No, they're not very compatible.
No.
I wish they were.
Yeah.
that was like a dream match for me.
I've always wished more for Bobby, but like his best, he's another one, like we said before the show, he's one of those guys like Kurt who had more personality and shit in TNA than he has in WWE.
Yeah, they've never given him much to do in WWE. I mean, the Hurt Business is probably like his
they killed
best
that
shot.
so early.
Yeah, they should have kept it going for a little bit more. We could have still had the Hurt Business to this day. But I guess not. MVP is just... He's so good. He's a good mouthpiece. He's a pretty decent wrestler. And he's like a legit tough guy.
Until you get on 2K24 and he's like a 71 or something.
Yeah, he has a shitty moveset. That's the problem.
Hey, you love the overdrive.
No. Hell no. And the pay dirt... What the fuck?
And the fucking...
I hate that move.
Player's elbow. I'm surprised. I was surprised.
Tama Tonga does the fucking pay dirt.
I know, and I'm surprised that that's the one he chose. I knew he wasn't going to use the gun stun, but still.
Just do a fucking RKO. Who gives a shit? Cody does a cutter.
Yeah, but Cody's also like springboarding off the ropes. Like if you just jump up and start hitting cutters, like Randy's going to fucking get you fired.
Didn't Tama hit a Death Valley driver, or did I imagine that?
I don't remember. I remember him and Machine Gun both using gun stuns.
Yeah. Well, he could do like the Diamond Cutter, which is like kind of like...
Yeah.
It's less like an RKO and it's more like just like a falling cutter.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Tama Tonga. I guess. Let's see. Oh, you know what? They don't put the finishers on here anymore.
I know, yeah. That used to be my favorite thing to do when I was in school.
Look at the finishers.
Yeah, just look up there and be like, oh man, this thing's so cool.
Ah, damn it, dude. Damn, he trained at 3D Academy? That's a fucking shocker to me.
Where you see training? Oh.
Right here.
2008. Man. 2013. That's where I wanted to go.
Huh. Well, there you go. You could have been training with Tama.
Yeah. He would have been in there stretching me and been like, this is how we do it on the island.
He's Tongan, man. He grew up with Hakuho, so he probably got his ass beat.
Yeah. Well, like, you think all the stories about him just dealing with strangers are bad? Try being his kid and fucking up.
That's why he's like a rabid dog. He's like... He was on some crazy stuff on SmackDown, man. I don't know, man. I'm not...
I love Tama Tonga. I think he's awesome.
He's definitely doing something. He's more interesting than Solo ever was.
Oh, yeah. Like, he's so fucking... I can't wait for Roman to come back and him just, like, see Tama and Tonga there and then just looking at him and being like...
What the fuck?
What the fuck is going on here? And, like, Tama's, like, giving him, like, fucking weird looks and shit.
I like the angle of Tama Tonga. It's literally just like a fucking hyena.
Oh, it's great.
What's the... Jesus Christ. Solo is in trouble, man. He's been outshined by Tama Tonga. Then if Jacob Fatu is going to join him, I mean, he's going to be outshined by him too.
Yeah, I seen something about that where WWE, like, apparently is, and this is reported by you online people, but says they're worried about debuting Jacob Fatu because he could outshine Solo. And I'm like, well, anybody who hasn't seen him, seen the name, knows that he's in part of this family, want to see what's up. They've looked him up. His first video of highlights on YouTube is insane. Yeah,
he can move. Not that Solo's moveset is not good. I don't know. Solo's just not given a lot of chances to, like, talk or anything.
Solo is... Yeah, it's that, and it's just, like... When you look at, like, the size of Jacob Fatu and what he does, and then you look at Solo, you're like, okay, I see, like, some Umaga, I see, so, like, the Trunks and stuff, I see, like, Samoa Joe and stuff like that, but, like, who are you? Like, what makes you stand out? Like, you're doing the spike and stuff, and that's cool, but, like, fucking Jacob Fatu's doing, like, 6 cartwheels, a backflip, he's doing his taxes, and fucking... ordering in and out before he fucking hits you with a fucking frog splash.
Jacob Fatu is like also he's just had a long time in the indies, just like kind of doing his thing.
Yeah.
So there's just more to like chew with Jacob Fatu, where I feel like Solo came up. He was in GCW at some point, actually, before he went to NXT. But his indie run is so brief. Yeah. It's like super brief.
I'm pretty sure I would guarantee you that as soon as WWE found out that that Rikishi had another kid that was like super talented in this business after having the Usos there, like he was ready.
Sefa Fatu. Yeah, I remember seeing him in a GCW poster. Yeah, look at this man. I mean, he got booked in GCW for a reason.
Nah, don't fool me. That's Jimmy Uso.
When was this? It doesn't say the year. It had to be 2018, I bet. The Problem. Sefa Fatu, man. He looks so promising. Man, look at these.
Dear God.
There's Jacob.
Jacob's just a dog, man.
There's Lance Anoa'i.
Yeah.
I don't really care about Lance that much. He's kind of whatever to me. Yeah, I mean, he was in the Indies, and then they're like, do you want to come to WWE? I mean, you know why he got hired. Not that he's not good, but like, it's pretty obvious why he's in WWE now, I would say. He's definitely a nepotism hire. He's got a... I mean, Rikishi was like, you gotta look at this ooze.
Yeah.
I did it for The Rock.
He's got my size, but he don't have a thong in his ass. No, I mean, I've seen some of the interviews with I think it was Lance and Zilla and them, and they were talking like, yeah, like obviously our family's got ties with WWE and stuff, and we would like to continue that, but we're also open to what's out there and stuff. And I just kept thinking in my head, I was like, if one of them goes to like AEW, like the whole tree will explode, because like it'd be so weird, because like they
have some ones there though, or are they Tongan, the two dudes in the, or one of the dudes in the group with Swerve that they're not in with anymore.
The Mongols, the Mongol Embassy.
The Mongol Embassy, but the Gates of Agony, is that the name of that group, or something like that? I think one of the dudes is a black dude, remember. But I think the other dude is either Tongan or Samoan.
I can't remember.
I mean, he's not in the Anoa'i clan, anyway. But yeah, I don't know that Zilla is ever gonna end up in WWE. Honestly, he's got a record. And Booker T already cut him off once. So I'm just afraid that he's not going to be coachable.
I think his thing is legitimately
No, I think he's a killer. I think he has a body.
Well, that could be, but I think a lot of his when it comes down to the business is he has fully just sucked up the idea that because he is Umaga's kid, that he's just supposed to be handed like this red carpet, like he's Charlotte Flair or something like that. Like, buddy, it didn't work for Pillman Jr. It didn't work for a lot of other guys who are like Jesse. It didn't work for him. Mm-hmm. Like, you can have a dad that made it in this business and made it huge, but if you can't fucking back it up, like...
Yeah, I mean, for every Randy Orton, there's a Teddy DiBiase Jr.
Yeah, fucking stealing money from people, you bastard.
So it's just... It's very interesting. Samu? No, what was his name? Was it Samu?
Yeah,
no.
it was Samu. The one who was in Legacy?
Was it Samu?
Yeah.
I know Sim Snuka, Domino.
Yeah.
He had an okay run, I guess.
You can throw Tamina in there.
Tamina too.
Like I know I think it's because she's got a kid and stuff. She doesn't go on the road as much or whatever. But like,
I thought she was just like an agent now.
I don't know what she is, but like for years now, she'll be on TV for a couple weeks and everything will be pretty badass. They'll have her look pretty tough, and then just she loses to a roll up.
Now that Vince is not around, I don't think that Triple H has like any love for the Snukas. They're just really far away from it. They got no eyes, so
I don't know. I think it's been such a distance between Jimmy's talent and how over he was at the time compared to his kids that, you know, it's one of those where, like I said, like just because your dad was good at it don't mean you're gonna, you know, break the world.
He was good at killing his girlfriend. That's what he was good at.
He was. Motherfucker got away with it for years. And then when they did catch him, he's like, I'm too old.
I'm actually stupid.
Yeah, I'm too old and I could die before this makes it to trial. And they're like, go on, little guy.
He's like, I like the Superfly splash.
I'm the reason why Mick Foley has brain damage.
So fucked up, man. Fuck you, Vince. Seriously. What is wrong with you, man? How did we not know about this? That's fucked up, man.
Because Vince was paying women and lawyers and everything. Like
That's so fucked up. Yeah. I can't believe I can believe that he covered that up. It's just like to this day, I'm just so baffled. Like, Snuka was whatever he was, but like, it's not like, I'm not excusing the behavior, but like if you're covering for like Hogan, I'll be like, okay, it's fucked up, but like,
yeah, but Snuka did this in like 83. It's somewhere in there.
This was after his WWE run, or was it during? I feel like it was during.
I want to say it was like late 80s, and if that's still the case, he had a couple good years before he even went to ECW. So I don't know, like fucking that Vince paid for so much shit. Like the only thing that we know for certain is that Vince did not pay for ECW. Paul Heyman told that, and he's never lied. So
how did they get the library?
Shh. No, the fucking Paul Heyman has said that while he was collecting checks for WWE for like doing commentary or something like that. That Vince was never paying anything for ECW, was like never picking up checks for him or nothing like that. He said Vince may have gave me checks, but he never cut any checks for ECW.
Interesting.
And I'm like, but this was during like when they was popping up on Monday Night Raw and everything. So you're telling me he never like forked the bill for
full of shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think I think Vince owned ECW way before.
Yeah, my idea to the whole thing is that Vince seen that ECW was popular and it was leaned towards the attitude stuff of Monday Night Raw. So, and where they were heading. So he went ahead and was like, if I can get these guys on my show, it helps boost my ratings, and it's a big fuck you to Ted Turner.
That's why it's a little, not that GCW is in the level of ECW, but it is a little suspect that his name is Brett Lauderdale, the owner and booker.
I've seen him and Stephanie together.
It's a little suspect that he's got a good relationship with Stephanie, apparently.
Yeah.
And he also has a good relationship with Triple H.
Yeah.
Because, Shayna is obviously going over there. And they're having another blood sport in New York. And I think that Brett Lauderdale teased that there's going to be another WWE person coming.
I think a lot of it comes down to probably, number one, their attention. Like, no matter where they are, they do a lot. But, if he's a younger dude that's pretty hungry in the business and stuff. And I think Triple H likes the idea of having partners.
Yeah.
That's why he's worked with, I can't remember his name now, but the guy from Stardom.
Yeah.
Who's now.
Rosie Ogawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said Marigold.
Yeah, with Marigold. I couldn't read. I knew it was a flower, but I almost called it like tulip or something. I knew that was fucking wrong. But,
he's also working with Noah, right? Or was it no, it is Noah.
Yeah, it's Noah. Because him and Regal sent Dempsey there.
Charlie Dempsey, man. He also was in he was in Bloodsport too.
Yeah.
during Mania.
Y'all, I know he was talking about it like on NXT. He was talking about how awesome it was and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he popped up. I popped. It was pretty fucking cool. Yeah. That was a good weekend, man.
That dude is so fucking lucky, like in the position, like number one his dad is, and how talented he is.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he's signed to the biggest company in the world, who definitely doesn't like just let anybody go do anything. Yeah. He's been allowed to go and learn and be in different places.
I think Regal only went back because of Charlie, honestly.
Oh, for sure. He didn't want to leave to begin with, so.
Yeah, but it's like LeBron's probably going to play with his son at some point.
If his son doesn't get drafted.
Well, his son is not going to get drafted.
His son is bad. I've seen the fucking drafts, the scout paperwork. It's rough.
I was going to say, LeBron is going to play with his kid in the G League, maybe. Yeah. If he goes to play in the G League,
he'll score about 50, and then he'll hit the bench, and then he'll be like, "Son, towel," and his son will hand him one.
That's how they're gonna play together. Yeah. Why does Bronny suck, man? I mean, he doesn't suck. He's just not.
Yeah.
But also, like, they just put a lot on him, honestly.
Oh well, I mean, he's got a lot, but at the same time, I mean, he's only 6'1".
Yeah.
He is an in between 1 and 2 guard. Doesn't play defense great.
Yeah.
And is a spotty shooter.
Well, the only thing he's got going on is that he went to a really good, he was in a really good basketball team.
Yeah.
But that's just whatever. It's like the special league for rich kids. What is it? I don't know what it is.
USC is where he went to school at.
Did he? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know in high school I thought that he played in one of those.
Oh, yeah. He went to Sierra Canyon.
Yeah. So I know there's like a whole...
Oh, yeah. There's like an elite schools that all these guys send their kids, and then they all ball out and win like 11 state titles, and then they go into the NBA
and they get fucked.
Yeah, then they end up in Italy in about 2 years, and they're like, "I'm really hoping to get back in the league one day," and they're like,
"No way." No. But see, they're setting them up for failure by sending them to these places because they play basketball there. Their whole family either they just play there as like a job, like a whisper job, or or they and their family has money or whatever, and then they end up playing the G League or have to go to fucking China to play basketball because they're just not that good, man.
Nope. And the same thing happens with baseball players, but most of them end up in Japan or Mexico. Yeah,
but the Japan league is actually pretty fucking good.
Oh yeah, right? Japan's insane, but I mean, so is Mexico.
I don't know much about the Mexican league.
Oh, there's some pretty insane players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that
one of my favorite pitchers I've ever watched growing up was named Bartolo Colon.
Yeah.
He's the nickname Big Sexy.
Okay.
And he's literally 48, 49, and he was pitching last season in Mexico.
Yeah.
He's an absolute unit.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know anything about basketball.
You quit calling right now. We're in the middle of a show.
Let's go ahead and do our game because we went way left. Let's do King and Queen of the Ring predictions. And we should just, since the card is kind of weird, I assume the main event will be Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes. But we'll just go ahead and kind of call this one. On SmackDown, they did the contract signing.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy that somebody went through a table.
Yeah.
I watch Impulsive, but I don't know who Logan Paul's entourage are.
I don't know.
So I don't know if the guys that were there were his actual boys or they were just
the one dude wrestlers. I used to know on there. The only reason I knew him was because who his girlfriend was.
No, I know him. Well, but he's still there, but he's not gonna wrestle because he always talks about how he's got a bad foot or something like that, and it gives him trouble.
Kurt Angle won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, you gotta get in the ring, man.
Yeah, your foot ain't gonna hurt you.
So Logan Paul said that him and his lawyer were had a contract. That was
I called that, by the way.
Yes, I assumed that was the case, but I was I don't know. We'll see. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm so fucking glad.
Yeah,
because I Yes, no, there's just no reason for her to have a double champion right now.
When I was watching it that Friday, I was sitting there and I called back to the show and I was like, he's gonna have some lawyers and they're gonna come up with something. I was like, let's fucking go. This is why I'm the champ.
He came up with the lawyer.
I'm the fucking predictions champ for a reason.
I wonder if he was a real lawyer. He sounded like he knew, like...
He's probably like the Tommaso Ciampa fake lawyer.
No, I feel like that was a real lawyer.
I don't know, maybe.
Because he said his name, and he was like, if he's a famous lawyer, I don't know, it would just be weird. I don't know, but it's also WWE, so who
knows? He might be one of their lawyers.
Yeah, like
one
of
them,
lawyer.
They're like, hey...
One that fights for Vince?
you want to go out there and do some stuff with us? You bet.
He said, you want to take a break from the Vince lawsuit for a second?
We know you're tired. This is vacation.
So the one dude that go through a table, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because in the AJ contract signing, they did not go through a table.
No.
And that was a missed opportunity. The build to AJ and Cody was so weird. The match was really good.
Oh, the match was great.
It's just the build was just like, bleh. I am liking this. Cody is very dismissive of Logan Paul.
Yeah.
He definitely thinks that he's like beneath him. And in the end, when I'm going to predict that Cody Rhodes will beat Logan Paul, in the end, he's going to come out the week after on SmackDown and be like, well, you know what? I underestimated Logan Paul. He's actually pretty good,
No.
Something like that. Yeah, so what do you think of this one? I mean, it's...
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
but,
pretty simple.
Yeah, but... once they went ahead and was like, this is just going to be for Cody's title, I took a sigh of relief because I didn't want them to pin themselves in a corner by giving him the U.S. title too. But yeah, I think it'll be a really good match, and I think it'll probably show that Logan Paul has what it takes to be a world champion.
Yeah.
But this is Cody's time now. So
now I wonder if they're doing LA Knight and Logan Paul for SummerSlam.
That would be really good. Because I know you guys are going. So if you guys got to see LA Knight win the U.S. title,
finally, I thought he was gonna win it on Mania.
Dude, we've been predicting this for a hot minute. And if he wins the U.S. title, then we can go ahead and count him out of winning Money in the Bank, probably.
Yeah, probably.
So and that's been something big because everybody's been sitting here going, well, if he doesn't win something soon, Money in the Bank's got to be next. It's got to be the jump. But so yeah,
LA Knight with the briefcase would just be cool. But yeah, I think that the U.S. title is the next step, and then hopefully, he gets a nice run, and he's pretty fucking popular.
Yeah.
Or that he might be the second most popular person in the roster and on SmackDown, probably other than Bobby Lashley. I want to say it probably goes Cody, LA Knight. Randy Orton's there, so
yeah, but Randy will be popular forever.
Yeah, it's even hard to gauge because. Yeah. I don't know. SmackDown has a lot of baby faces. So now I'm thinking Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I was going to say Kevin Owens. As soon as that music hit, everybody throws babies.
That's true. Next one. This one I do think is hard to call, because the Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship.
Yeah,
right.
I was going to say we can't add the heavyweight.
No. For the Women's World Championship, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's Revenge Tour. She got a good hit on Lyra on Raw.
Yeah.
Way better than Becky's punch. I don't know why Becky's punch was so fucking bad. I don't know if it was Liv's fault. Liv also seemed much more comfortable on the mic this week. I think this has been like her best stuff. This week, like her performance this week, convinced me that I think she's gonna beat Becky.
Yeah, her stuff here lately has been the slow burn that she's needed because she's got the time. She's an interesting character. They've been doing the little things with her, coming out of a room with Dominic, getting out of the car with Finn. Yeah. Like it's slowly sprinkled in there, and she's not forgotten about. Like, yeah, they're doing this tour, this tournament, but at the same time, like, she's right there.
Yeah,
and she was this close to winning that title when it was vacant. So she's not let herself be like forgotten about, and that's important when you've got Becky up here and then a bunch of question marks.
I just wish Liv racked up some wins before everything went down, but also the timing of Rhea Ripley getting hurt and everything was kind of like weird. I just wish she wasn't such a loser.
I think that if Rhea wouldn't have gotten hurt, they would have probably had a really good like 3-month feud with her and Liv, ending up with Liv beating Rhea at SummerSlam.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it would have panned out and been a good build, and they could have had Rhea run through some people on Raw. But
Becky doesn't lose anything by losing this match.
No.
I know this. Like I said, this might be a hot take, but I think that Liv Morgan is going to beat Becky Lynch in Saudi Arabia. But I mean, I'll let you call it. I'm picking Liv. I think that it's just set up. I think Becky winning it out of the Battle Royal was more of just like a safe choice because they weren't sure how the heelish Liv was going to work. And now that we've gotten tastes of it over the past month and stuff, and everything seems to be laid out right, I think it's good hands to put it in. And I'm good with her being like chicken shit heel. Just like going around and being a coward and whatever. Yeah. I'm good with her attacking people from the back. Yeah. I mean, she didn't really attack Lyra. I mean, she was right in front of her when she punched her. Yeah. But, I mean, she did sucker punch her, but it was like, I mean, she was right there. She had a chance to do something.
Yeah.
I like her not getting involved in Becky's problems. Essentially, whenever Damage Control wanted to try to attack her. I'm very okay with that. Now, this is predicting far away, but if Io Sky ever turns face, I think it would be cool to have babyface Io and heel Liv and see what happens.
That could be interesting.
Liv could also benefit from having an entourage around her. I don't know if she's gonna end up with Judgment Day, but I think that's an interesting dynamic.
I think that wouldn't be bad because if she's going to play the heel part, obviously Rhea's moved into a babyface role.
Yeah.
So I would literally just flip switch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not, but again, that's in the future.
And then you could have Dominic like slowly get pulled to the good side by Mommy.
By Mommy?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Dominic, there's money in Dominic saving his dad.
I know, but if Dominic gets pulled to the good side, then he's going to start being like, man, my fucking dad keeps getting beaten up by Carlos. Or Carlito. Yeah, you're such a bad.
He's a motherfucker.
Carlito and Santos and everybody else. So.
Somebody, one of the Del Toro got fucking attacked this week too. What the hell's going on, man?
That's what happens in the LWO.
you get jobbed out, man. It's what happens when you hang out with Rey Mysterio too much, man. Next match for the Intercontinental title: Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Bronson Reed. A lot of different scenarios here.
Yeah.
You could say Sami and Chad Gable cancel each other out, and Bronson Reed wins. Sami retains because it's just a safe choice. Or Chad Gable finally gets, the singles title that he deserves.
Yeah.
So I'll let you reason with it, but Chad Gable got the "You Suck" chance on Raw, and he was trying not to smile whenever it was happening.
Yeah.
But I think that if we get the timing right, it could fit in the song. But they were kind of like, "You suck, you suck." He also was chatting it up with the Creed brothers.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the next step.
Yeah.
But also, if they do join up with him, I feel like the breaking point would be him losing again, and that's what causes him to But also, like, he just can't keep losing, man.
Man, if only Kurt Angle would have met his mom instead of Jason Jordan's mom. But my pick straight up is Chad Gable. I think you got to pull the gun on him soon.
Yeah.
And I love Bronson Reed. I wish I like either one of those three are perfect for that title and what needs to happen next to it. But Chad Gable's my choice.
I want to say Chad Gable, but I don't know. I mean, I think it is time.
Yeah.
I just think that there's more to this whole thing. The chase. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and predict that Sami Zayn is going to retain.
There you go.
I just don't know. The timing seems weird now. I can't keep having Chad Gable losing, but also, like, if it's not now, then when, you know?
Yeah.
But also, since we already said Liv is going to win, I also feel like there wouldn't be 2 title changes, right? I don't know. It's fine. I'll stick with Sami Zayn. Next up, we got the Queen of the Ring final, which is going to be Lyra Valkyria versus either Nia Jax or Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
The finals have not happened yet.
No.
Actually, Raw is taped, right? Well, it's going to be taped on Friday, I assume. Because they're in Saudi Arabia on Friday. Yeah. I wonder what the setup is going to be like. If they're going to have like a... I don't know where the show is, if it is going to be at the same place where King
I don't know
Queen.
neither. I would guess it's going to be like the small setup.
You think right, but do you think it'll be a small arena, or do you think they'll do it at the fucking big stadium?
No. If I had to guess, they would find someplace else to do it because the setup for like the King and Queen stuff would probably be...
Yeah, but wouldn't it just be easy to stay in the same... 2
hours ago, superstars began to arrive in Saudi Arabia.
Tomorrow night... Jeddah. So they're in Riyadh for SmackDown, and then they're in Jeddah for...
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know the...
Unless Riyadh is just in Jeddah. Am I tripping? No, Riyadh. I thought Riyadh was a different place. Let's see.
I was going to say, time to do some checking.
Okay, so... I wish I just had like a better... Saudi...
That's the capital of Saudi Arabia.
Ah. Riyadh.
Okay, so how close?
Jeddah like the main city?
You might have to do like a Riyadh to Jeddah.
In the Red Sea.
Jeddah is the commercial central of...
Translated, Mecca, province, city. I don't know, man. It seems like Riyadh and Jeddah are 2 different places. So maybe I'm not an idiot.
Go back and look up Jeddah to Riyadh and see like what the difference is. Like it is 9 hours apart.
No way.
Damn.
What the fuck?
That's by car.
Okay. So there's no way they're flying.
Nah.
Hold on. Where is King?
Well, Expedia's got $72 flights. So.
Well, thank you. King and Queen of the Ring is from
Jeddah.
Let's see. First day event, Queen of the Ring tournament. Blah 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 blah. Jeddah at the Jeddah Superdome.
The Silverdome, brother.
The Silverdome. Damn it! I just wish they would tell me about SmackDown.
Go to Go to WWE's website.
Let's see. SmackDown tickets. Saudi. That's what I should be looking. Right there. Jeddah. Okay, it is also in the Superdome.
So
there you go.
Maybe they did a live event today. It hit Triple H post.
Yeah.
And they're just working that way.
Maybe. Or maybe they just have to land in Riyadh to get to Jeddah.
I don't know.
Like, you can't do like an international flight directly to Jeddah. Because that's how it, like, you can't internationally fly to certain city. Like, a lot of times you have to stop in Chicago or like New York. Connect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's the case. But it is in the Superdome, brother.
There we go. We just figured it out.
We just need Hulk Hogan to be there.
When I flip Andre the Giant at the Silverdome, brother.
When I beat the Iron Sheik. Boo! The whole place beats him up.
All right, so let's call this one.
Let's do it.
We don't know the final.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and predict that Nia Jax is going to win against Bianca, and I think she's going to win the Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like where they're heading.
Yeah. You don't think there's any chance that Bianca wins?
I just don't think that... I think, incidentally, that Jade will be the reason why Bianca doesn't win.
Really?
Because of what happened between Nia and Jade.
Yeah.
So I think Jade will inadvertently cause something to happen.
The match.
So, and Lyria is good, or Lyra is good, but I mean, I don't know. I'll go with Nia.
Okay.
No.
Going with Nia Jax.
No.
And finally, we got the King of the Ring.
And we probably have the same pick on this one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Are you picking
Gunther? You want to do it on 3?
Well, first let me... so, the King of the Ring final is Gunther versus Tama Tonga or Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Who's moving to the final?
That's hard.
But the unquestionable, you think that the winner is gonna be...
Yeah, the Ring General. Yeah,
I think so as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, I just don't see a world where Tama Tonga moves on other than Randy. But also, I think it's too early to have him lose. So someone's got to cost him the match.
Yeah, my thing is I think I just don't see a world where they give it to Tama, but there's obviously family shenanigans that could happen.
Yeah, maybe Jimmy Uso comes back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe Jacob Fatu just beats everybody up and stacks Tama on top.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. And Randy's a good choice, but I think a good like 15 to 18 maybe minute match at King of the Ring for the King of the Ring against Randy and Gunther would be pretty sick.
I don't think it's impossible for Randy to win the whole thing, man. I think they just give him the... Sometimes they just give Randy things just because.
I mean, he's like Triple H's adopted son, so...
Yeah, I know. That's... Yeah, never count out Triple H giving Randy Orton the rub, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, so... But yeah, Gunther probably going to win.
Yeah. So I got...
That's the way I see it. I don't know about the King gimmick with him, though. They always give him a lot of, like, Nazi imagery.
I think he would take the King...
So, I don't know.
Yeah. It's really bad. I think he would take the King of the Ring part as him being, like, actually King of the Ring because he takes it, like, so serious.
Yeah.
And sacred and, like, everything that happens within those ropes is...
Yeah.
Everything. So I think he could do something with that.
So if you're going to book a world title match for him, because he won the King of the Ring, or you can make sense of being like, hey, I'm the king. Let him, do the king thing until you get closer to SummerSlam. So we got Money in the Bank, and we got... we already did this, and I already forgot. Is there an event after Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank is
June. Or July.
Yeah.
The Clash at the Castle.
Yes.
So Clash,
Yes.
Money in the Bank, SummerSlam.
Yep. And then after SummerSlam,
Bash in Berlin.
Bash, yes. See, 10 concussions, motherfuckers, and I still got it put together.
So you do Gunther kind of do his thing until you get to, Clash at the Castle. He is not on SmackDown. Then why am I booking him against Cody? I just almost booked him against Cody.
Can't do that.
Cannot do that. So he beats,
Drew
rematch at SummerSlam?
Yeah, but you got to put the title on Drew beforehand.
That is true.
And they kind of seem like they're wanting to ride with Priest for a minute.
Yeah, you could do Gunther and Priest. If Priest gets hot enough as a baby face, do you think triple threat? I think Priest can probably... Priest needs to build some goodwill with the fans.
No.
I think Priest can be a good baby face, and I think that Gunther would be a good person to beat him.
I don't know. I the way he's been for so long, it's hard to have him be a baby face. Just I would need to see how they're gonna do the switch, but I mean
they were clearly heading. It seems like they were heading that direction with Drew. He was like, "You're a very inspirational champion," or whatever. I guess
we could literally be looking at Judgment Day in a couple months being Finn Balor, Jamie D. McDonough, Dominic, and Liv Morgan,
and R-Truth. Since he's part of it.
Yeah, this is true.
He's already part of the Judgment Day. Man, I don't like Finn and JD as tag team. I miss Priest and Finn.
Yeah,
they were good together. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. Anyway.
I'll just be excited if they'd go that way to see Finn be a leader again, because Finn as the leader of a heel group is great.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that'll about do it for the show. Thank you for being part of it again.
Tell him, Izzy.
Make sure if you made it all the way, thank you for listening so much. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter and TikTok. Actually, only follow me on Twitter at AirCarlos97.
There you go.
Where can people find you?
I'm Shenanigans7 on Twitter. Just on Twitter.
Just on Twitter.
No.
There is TikTok. There is Twitter, Facebook page, Instagram page at Midcard. That is where you find everything. Anything and everything you're looking for. It seems like TikTok is giving me my respect back, because for a few weeks there, any TikTok I would post, they would be like, this has nudity, or this has alcohol, or whatever. And it's like, where is the nudity? Where is the alcohol? Just alcohol. Acting like a kid. That's what I was.
Damn.
Yeah.
TikTok, quit fucking hating. I've seen a lot of stuff on your app. Calm down. We're two dudes talking about wrestling. Chill.
I know, right? That's fucked up. But yeah, so do you want to sign us off with Brandon's signature catchphrase?
Yes, I hate women. No, I'm sorry.
The other one.
Oh, okay.
The other one.
Oh, okay. Chris Benoit is my hero. No, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. No, everybody, hop on, watch Midwest Midcard, listen to us everywhere, and don't forget to live, laugh, love, and wrestle.
Bye.